Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Today we're going to go for a bit of a walk around what we call the car graveyard and show you one or two of the wrecks that we've got, which we keep because as time goes on, of course, we can break them, or perhaps we might need a part, or perhaps one of our Gumbarus needs a part, and then we can make a little bit of Felusi off them. Let's go and have a look at this one, because this is a Honda CR-V that was gifted to me by a very, very good customer. Known her for 16 years and we've helped her on that journey, and she's gone off and bought a brand new Honda CR-V. So this is it over here. Let's go and have a quick look round it and perhaps work out how we can make that little bit of money. Now, if we start to look carefully, if we bring the camera straight in, we will notice that there is a very, very big empty hole in there. And that's because we've already taken the engine out and the gearbox and we've sold them on, shall we say, and made a couple of bob. We've got €1,000 if you're curious to know for the engine and the gearbox. And the reason for that is that this car had one owner from new, only done 87,000 kilometers, which is approximately 50,000 miles with a full Honda service history. But as we start to look round it, okay, there's a little bit of a twist on the end of the wing, but that can be straightened out. So that wing is worth about 100. That's what it's worth. That door, nigh on perfect condition. We could break that up and sell that for a couple of €100. The rear door, another couple of €100. And if we go inside the car, which we've now locked up because we're getting a bit of theft around, by the way, unfortunately. And of course, we've got mirrors. These are quite common to get broken on cars, aren't they? Well, that unit, if you buy it from Honda, is going to cost you more than 600. So if you want one, we'll sell it to you for a couple of hundred, and it's even got the original mirror on the inside. And of course, it comes with the electric controls as well. And this car's got a full leather interior. So that leather interior is probably worth somewhere around about 300 to 400. Again, if we come to the back of the car, often people damage the bumpers. No damage on that bumper whatsoever, by the way. So that bumper, worth a couple of hundred. This rear hatch is known to give problems because the window opens separate to the door. So again, we could sell that off for probably a couple of €100. So over a period of time, that car will earn us probably €3,000 to €4,000. And if you cast your eyes down onto the wheels, again, like I say, testament to the lady that owned it. Look at that, no damage whatsoever. And this is a car from 2006, and it's even got a brand new set of tyres. How do I know that? Because I collected this car for a lady only a couple of months ago and put brand new tyres on it. And if you read carefully, they are Michelin tyres. So not the cheap tyres, are they? No, no. So we've got 4 top quality wheels with tyres as well. So that's one of the cars in the graveyard that slowly but surely is going to make us a couple of bob. Let's go and have a look. Let's see what's over here. So we've got a BMW 5 Series, and it's from about 2003, 2004. Let's go and have a look at it. Come on, let's get the cameraman to see this one. Complete write-off on the front end, don't get me wrong, but there's an awful lot of good parts on the car, which of course over a period of time that we can break down. So this is a car from 2003, September 2003, 520, probably one of the greatest cars in the world. Very, very popular car indeed all over the world. One of the greatest cars BMW's ever made. Now, if we go to the front of it, come and have a look. As we can see, it's in a bit of a mess. Hence why it was written off and the airbags have deployed. But under the bonnet is an engine. And obviously there's a lot of parts on that engine that over time we can salvage and pass on and sell on and make a couple of bob. And as we go and have a look again down this side, obviously the front wing, that's knackered. But that front door, nothing wrong with it. Again, the mirror is probably worth about 200 to somebody. The door, we would sell for a couple of hundred. The rear door, we would sell for a couple of hundred. And of course, the list goes on. Again, we've got some rather nice BMW wheels. Someone's gangstered these up and made them black. But underneath there, of course, is a good quality, genuine BMW M Sport alloy wheel. So again, they're worth around about 200 euros for all four. So as time goes on, we're going to make a couple of bob, shall we say. Perhaps if someone wants a rear screen, if they went to BMW, they're going to want around about 1,200, 1,500 euros for that. Of course, we will let you have that for a couple of hundred euros. Boots, again, the backs of cars often get clipped, don't they, and damaged. So we've got an intact boot lid, two perfect rear lights, and a bumper with a bit of a scuff, but that's not a lot. And again, these things are intact, see? And they're very hard to come by and quite expensive. So we would sell the whole bumper, by the way. We wouldn't break it down, sell the whole bumper. And we've actually got the bumper clip as well, which is quite good because lots of people lose them and they just clip in. There we are. That one doesn't want to, it's got hot. Again, the reflector's in perfect condition. So a couple of €100 for the bumper, a couple of €100 for the two rear lights. And as we come to this side, again, we've got a perfect condition rear door, a little dink in the front door, but of course that can be repaired. And of course the list goes on and on when we get inside the car. So over a period of time, this car, which we've had for free, will make us a few bob. Now, these are some of the cars that are not in the graveyard yet. That's a BMW X1, come in for a bit of titivation. And then next door to that is the current car that Mr. Paul is driving. I bought this one off a gentleman about a week ago now, and he's decided to upgrade himself to a brand new one. This car's only done 43,000 kilometers. That's about 25,000 miles, and it's almost like new. So let's keep going. We're going to go into more cars in the graveyard, shall we say. Does anybody recognize that car? In the UK, it was sold as a Shogun Sport and very popular with the likes of, well, people going off-roading and of course people who perhaps work in the country, vets, farmers, those kind of people. Very strong and very robust car built by Mitsubishi. Under the bonnet, 2.5 litre turbo diesel engine. Not the fastest engine in the world, but quite a robust and quite a reliable engine. Again, this car, the engine is kaput and it's not worth or economical to repair. But, of course, there are quite a few of these still knocking around. And in fairness, as we start to look at it, both the lights are in good condition, the grille is in good condition, the front bumper is in good condition. Again, it's got its spotlights, the hood, the scoop, yet again, the mirrors, as we keep stressing. A little bit of broken out there, but we could repair that, or someone may repair it. Again, got some good wheels. It's got the side steps that often get damaged, the doors, all the interior trim. So again, over a period of time, that car will be broken up, and of course it will earn a couple of bob, shall we say. And a common part on these cars that gets damaged is this part here, this like plastic light bar. And they often crack because the hood gets closed over and over. That one's in perfect condition. So somebody, over a period of time, is going to give us a couple of €100 for that. We'll sell that one for 100, and we'll sell that light for 100. And again, the tailgate on the back, a couple of €100 or so. So this is how body shops slowly but surely do make money, shall we say. This is a project car, by the way. One of the members of staff acquired this, and slowly but surely they're going to rejuvenate it. And of course it is an Integra Type R Honda, rapidly moving up into classic status all over the world. One of the cars that gave Honda some great racing heritage. If you go and check it out on Google, you'll find there's a huge following for the Integra Type R. And when it's done, it's going to be an absolutely fantastic car indeed. As we look at this one, well, what can we say? It's had quite a severe front end impact. Luckily no one was injured. All the airbags were deployed. As we start to look inside it, the engine's all in there, but it's not going to be saved. This is not our car. This is still owned by the man who's had it from his insurance company. He's bought it off his insurance company. He's had his payout as well, and he is pondering on what he's going to do with it. So we're keeping it for a little bit, shall we say, because apart from that part of the car, this part of the car is perfect. So as time goes on, who knows? But again, all of these cars over a period of time will make a couple of bob. We've got an Audi. And if you come and have a look at it, you'll start to see a little badge that is on the front. That little badge, S5. So this is the S version of the 5 Audi, and of course it is the coupe. It's pretty quick. It's got a V6 petrol 3-litre engine under there, a lot of horsepower, very, very quick indeed. Unfortunately, this one, well, in the hands of its owner, shall we say, got a little bit over enthusiastic and well, hit something, shall we say. But again, a great, great car for parts, shall we say. Let's have a look. What else we got? Let's go over there, because this is where the graveyard really starts and people understand that there is money out there. I used to have a friend who had a scrapyard, where his father had a scrapyard in the UK, and it was just full of all sorts of bits and bobs. But of course, every day people came along looking for that magical little part, and more often than not, it was out there. And he would charge them £20, £40, £50, whatever it was. But of course, as we understand, those 20s, those 30s, those 40s, those 50s soon add up. So let's have a wander, shall we? Let's have a quick look. What's that off? I got a feeling that that is off a Toyota. I think that that is off some kind of Toyota, and that one is off. Good question. We'll know somewhere, but they're all worth money, if you understand me. All of these things are worth money, which is why we stack them up and we keep them. After a polish and a coat of lacquer, that would be a brand new light. Now this is off quite an old car. That's a Mitsubishi, I think. Yeah, there we go. But we all know what they are, and we all know that over time they're going to make us some money. And then this is where we keep things like bumpers. What have we got here? I'm pretty sure that that is a bumper off a BMW. So to somebody, that's worth an awful lot of money, because if they've got to go to BMW, that bumper's going to cost them a small fortune. Let's have a look at that one. Could be a Ford of some description. This one is off a Peugeot. So that's off a Peugeot 308, I would say that was. It's in good condition, can be refurbed. Again, it's worth a couple of €100. That one, some Japanese car. And then there's rear tailgates, as I was saying, stacked up. Door panels. There's an awful lot of bits and bobs in there. And of course, the newer that car is, the more that that part is worth, shall we say. Does anyone recognise that car? Probably still a very popular car on the roads all over the world. Ford Focus, one of the best cars Ford ever made. When their Ford Focus came out Mark 1 in about, what, 1999, it rewrote the rule book for a 5-star little hatchback. That was the next incarnation. Of course, they're getting old, but there are 1 or 2 of them still driving around, and that means that there are people who want parts. And as we go to have a look inside it, we understand seats, handbrake gaiters, all these sort of things, little controls, for example. These are the kind of things that break on cars, isn't it? These things. And we've got a full set of them here. Perhaps if you break your indicator stalk, we've got one. Perhaps if your radio's not working, we've got one. And again, these things break. So again, we've got one. If you want one, €50 and you can have it. Perhaps if you've, what should we say, sweated too much on your door card and all of your inner handle has vanished, or perhaps the handle's broken. Whole door card, whole door, €200, and it could be yours. But let's keep going. Deeper into the graveyard of cars. So what have we got here? You may remember that was quite a popular car in the UK. It's called a Pajero over here, and they did a 2-door version, well, 3-door version and a 5-door version. Next door to that, we've got a Suzuki Jimmy. And that was a very, very popular car in the early, well, late 80s, early 90s, just over there. And that's a soft-top version. This one is a Skoda. Again, full of little bits and bobs that we can take off and make that couple of bob. That was a beautiful car in its day, wasn't it? Mercedes CLK. Very, very nice car indeed. And to be fair, that one, I mean, it's got no wheels or anything on it because we've already flogged them on, but there's an awful lot of bits and bobs on it that we can keep using. Often these pieces get clipped and get lost, they clip in. So we've got a full set on this side, same on the other side. We've got that mirror again, which is worth a couple of €100. And of course, if you hit something and damage the bonnet, we've got one of them. We'd sell you that for about €300. We've got a windscreen. There's an awful lot of bits and bobs on that car waiting for you. What's over here? BMW 3 Series. Classic BMW, isn't it? E46, and what a classic car that is. And there's many of them still running on the road today, all around the world. Testament to its build quality and the engineering. As we come to look inside it, we can see that we have been borrowing the odd part of it. All the door card on that side has gone. The stereo's been taken out of it. We've had the steering wheel off it. This door has gone. So slowly, this car is making a couple of bob. Now, this is not an uncommon sight in a graveyard of cars because it's got a Renault badge on the front of it. So that's quite common in a graveyard. But what's not common is that, because that is a Honda. And those of you who follow the channel understand that I'm a lover of Toyotas, Hondas and Lexuses, or as I say, if it's got an L on it, a T on it or a H on it, it's got to be a good car. We've removed the H because someone had lost their H. I think I gave it away for free. But we've got a good quality bumper, we've got 2 rear lights, we've got the hood or tailgate, whatever you want to call it. As we come to this side, we've got 2 top conditioned doors. The front wing is good, lots of the interior trim is good, and as we go on and on, we've got a good bonnet. We've even got 2 front lights for it, and of course all of that side. So again, most of these cars, shall we say, come to us at the mechanic shop or the body shop. They become economical for the customer to repair them, or that's what they decide anyway. And the easiest solution for them is to just say, there you go, keep the car, or what will you give us for it? Like any decent scrapyard, if you ask us, we will give you a couple of €100. And slowly but surely, we break them down. Now we can go on and on and on, because as you've noticed, there are quite a few cars in the car graveyard. Mitsubishi, another old Honda Civic. Great cars though. And a lot of these cars have been kept in tip-top condition. Again, why people want parts for them. Perhaps their father or their grandfather had one of these cars, so they keep it in that great condition. I hope you like what you've seen. If you want to see this kind of video, drop it into the comments. Please hit the like, please subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you a single penny. And if you really like us that little bit, why not go and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform, because that's where you could gift us that virtual coffee or 2. All you got to do is hunt for the link on our About page on our YouTube channel, Cars and Me, or Google Cars and Me Buy Me a Coffee. Up will come and you can gift us that virtual coffee. And we do thank you very much indeed from the bottom of our 2 hearts. And we'll look forward to seeing you again very soon indeed. If you want to see more monkeying around of myself and of course Marika, we have the channel called Marika and Me. And if you want to see Marika taking on her adventures, you have Marika and You. I'm going to say thanks for watching, and I'll look forward to your company again very soon indeed.